Hello viewers and welcome to another session of Autodesk Civil 3D 2022. Previously, we have seen surface styles and labels. After that, we learned how to actually add an aerial image to your surface. Now, we will see some custom styles. So, let's open the last lecture which we saved in the previous session. So once we hit the surface, we get the surface properties. And from here, we can actually create a new surface right from scratch. Starting with the information, we can assign a specific name. For instance, we will write 0 underscore map of elevation. So it would be basically the map for the elevations. We can change the name of created by to all our geo. Here we have different options like borders, contours, grid points, triangles, etc. But here we want to go to analysis and then elevations. Here we can set the number of ranges, range intervals, but we will go with the number of ranges. And for the range color scheme, I prefer to go with rainbow. Here we have more options, so we can group by equal intervals and the number of ranges can be reduced to 4. We can reduce the precision level to 0.001. And for the display type, we can go for 2D solid. Rest is all same. Make sure that in display, we have turned on the elevations like this. So once we hit apply, now you can see the difference. Under analysis tab, we can go for the analysis of elevations. Make sure you turn off or turn on this preview. Once we hit this button, you can actually see the range of elevation table. Now we have 4 different color schemes. If we are good to go with this pink light color, we can go with it, or we can change it to orange like this. Similarly, we can change this color to white and then we can hit apply. Now you can see the changes. In the main surface, you can see the 4 colors that we just adjusted. If we click on add legends, it will ask for the table type. We will go for the dynamic elevations and hit anywhere. Now that table is right in front of us. If we want to do some changes, we'll simply select it and hit the table properties. And from here, we can simply edit it. We can adjust the height for the title style to 2 and for the header style to 1.5. And for the data, we can keep it 1.5. If we double click, we can change this text as well. Like we can write table of elevation. Similarly for the number, we can write anything like serial number or anything that we want. Let's cancel it so that we keep everything homogeneous. Similarly, we can change all the others as well. So once we hit OK, you can see the text size is now as per our input. Again, we hit the surface properties. This time we are back to information tab and then we can create a new one. Let's go to information and give a proper name like 0 underscore map of slopes. Same goes for the description, and then for the created by, we can write all at geo. Again, we have different options, but we'll go to analysis and then slopes. So here we can change the scheme from reds to rainbow. We can minimize the range from 8 to 4 and similarly the precision level to 0.001. For the display type, 2D solid is perfect. We can keep everything as default and then move downwards toward the slope arrows. Let's change it to equal intervals and the range can be minimized to 4. And so is the precision level. We can adjust the arrow length to 2 meters and then hit apply. Under the display tab, make sure the slope and the slope arrows are turned on so that they could be visible. Now once we will hit apply, you can see the changes. But before that, let's go to analysis and then slopes. Make sure to turn on the preview and now you can see it. Let's adjust the ranges. Like we can start from 0.1 and go to 25% and then 25, 25 to 50. So let's write a larger number like this. Then we would like to go from 50 to 75 and then from 75 to complete range. Now as soon as we hit apply, you can see the clear changes. Now you can see the slope and the arrows. If we want to add the legend, we can go for the slope and then dynamic and then hit anywhere to get this table. Again, if we want to make some changes to the table, we will go to table properties, hit edit, and again we can make it similar like before. Like we wanted 2 mm in the title style, 1.5 in the header, and 1.5 in the data style. And instead of slopes table, we can write table of slopes. We have more options of text style, justification, font and color, etc. So you can play with it yourself as well. Once we have hit applied, you can see the changes have been done. Now we can select the surface again and go to surface properties. And this time under analysis, we can go for the slope arrows. Let's turn on the preview and here again we can adjust the ranges like 0.1 to 25%, 25 to 50, then 50 to 75 and 75 to 100%. In case we want to change the colors, we can adjust the colors like this. Let's choose this orange type color and let's go for the green one here. Now you can see the arrows are visible and you can see the complete surface with slopes and arrows. If you want to add the legend, we will go for the slope arrows and make sure you go for the dynamic and simply place it here. Then we can go to the table properties, then edit the attributes. We will not change different things, just the title style, header style, and the data style size. There is no hard and fast rule to go with these options only. You can adjust it as per your own project requirement. Like for instance, I want to show it as table of slope arrows, so I will write it like this and then hit apply and OK. Now you can see all the changes are done. So we have seen three types of custom styles. However, let's go for another one. And for that, we will go to information, create a new style, and under information tab, we can remove this by default name and enter the new name. Like we can write triangles and points. But to make sure we get it right in the start of different style names, we will write 0 underscore triangles and points. Similarly, we can write triangle and points map in description and give the author name like Olagio as created by. Again, we have different options, but we are interested in points and triangles. So in the points, we can write the point unit as 1 meter and make sure that points and triangles are turned on. Let's hit apply and then OK. Once we hit apply, you can see the changes. Now we are in the phase of triangles and points, and it is very important aspect as the editing in this phase is very easy. Now we can save the file as lecture number 13 and save it on the desktop. So this was all about this session. You have seen how we can create some custom styles right from scratch. And after that we can add the analysis or the legends to the main page. Let's call it a day. See you in another session. Till then, take care.